Just out here trying to relax, you know, trying to relax. After I had that unpleasant experience at the courthouse. It's ridiculous, man. It's just ridiculous, guys. So I'm just gonna wait for some of y'all to start popping in into the chat, and then I'll start, talking. Um, as long as some of y'all are in the chat. Um, it's crazy, man. Crazy out here. It's crazy. Crazy world we live in, man. This is a watch list, guys. Gang stalking is a watch list. You're under investigation. That's what this channel is about. Being placed under an investigation that never ends, which is called watch listing or gang stalking. Gang stalking is a misinformation term, probably coined by law enforcement, right? To make it seem like supernatural, or like, you picture like the Crips or, the Bloods try not to get you. It's not that. It's just a watch list. You get watch list by the community. Everywhere you go, you have red and white cars, and people keep reporting the same thing, red and white cars, right? They report red, white, red, white, white, red cars, right? Everybody reports the same thing, guys. Everyone reports red and white cars. They can use any color. Like, they could change it up whenever they want. They can use whatever color. But people tend to get a lot of reds, a lot of whites. Some people report black. Yeah. But gang stalking is real, guys. And most people out here cannot show you in real time. Most people cannot go live like I do and show you what's going on. How they send cars, red and white cars everywhere they're at. I can do that. I can do that. I'm that I'm that important, right? I'm that important. Most people out here, most content creators that you see on YouTube cannot do that. They can't just go live, start showing you harassment. They can't, because they're not going through it, right? They're not going through it. And since they're not going through it, they don't get harassed. They don't have the entire community harass them. With me, you do. White, 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 red, right? Red and white. See, red, white, white, white right there. See, and a red car right next to it. See that? I get 0 views. So right now I've been live for 3 minutes and 32 seconds. I haven't got a single soul in here. That's why I haven't been going into it, just showing you what I go through, just the red and white harassment, right? White. My channel is suppressed. It's shadow banned. The algorithm tries to suppress me, so nobody watches my channel except a perp here and there, right? Like, perps usually watch my channel and they comment and things like that. It's usually a perp. Like, they always try to be friends with me, and I'm like, don't you understand, like, what gang stalking is? Gang stalking means you don't trust anybody. Like, you cannot try to become friends with me, even if you weren't, like, even if you're not harassed. Like, I mean, even if you're not a perpetrator. A perpetrator is an informant. Like, anybody can be an informant. You can be an informant. Anybody can be an informant. As long as you help out law enforcement, you're an informant, right? As long as you're helping out law enforcement, you're an informant. You're a vigilante, right? So yeah, guys, that's what happens. Like, when you're on a watch list, guys, you get placed under 24-hour surveillance, and they get to use technology on you, right? They get to use surveillance devices to harass you and things like that. And most people who create content about gang stalking cannot show you guys gang stalking in the community. I can, right? Most people can't. I can. They can't, right? They can't. They can't. They just can't. They literally can't. See, red. It's just unbelievable, man. It's just unbelievable. Started noticing they like using this little conglomerate of people that knew me who attended UT, right? UT Austin, because the program likes to project that I have a rivalry against UT. I don't care about like UT. It's a great school. You know, it's a great school. Like UT Austin, the Longhorns, Texas Longhorns. It's a great university, a world-renowned university. You know, I have nothing against UT Austin, nothing but good things to say about UT Austin, but they like to use a lot of people that I knew, like growing up in high school or things like that, that attended UT Austin, right? Because Texas Tech University, where I attended, they consider UT Austin their rivals, yet Austin doesn't consider us their rivals. They're more rivals with, I guess, the Aggies or something, right? Or with Oklahoma OU, right? Oklahoma. They consider Oklahoma their rival. They consider A&M maybe their rival, right? That's why it's called the Red River rivalry. There's no Texas Tech rivalry that's acknowledged by UT, you know? So they like to send people like that around me, or like use people like who are part of that little niche or that little group of people on my harassment, right? They like to seek cooperation from those people. Law enforcement contacts them and tells them to do certain things. And it's really sad, you know? It's really sad because it's like a lot of them know, like, they have access to my YouTube channel and can see what I'm going through, and they still like cooperate. It's kind of crazy. Find it crazy, but that just goes to show either how gullible they are or how this watch list makes everybody cooperate. Doesn't matter if they know what you're going through or not. They'll make anybody cooperate. I don't know if they get threatened with jail time. I don't know. Today they send this kiddo that's an underclassman, right? They send this kiddo to my court hearing. Guys, I'm like 60 miles away from my hometown. They sent a dude from my hometown, right, who attended UT Austin to sit at the benches like near me. I made sure to look at his face to see if it was him, and it was, guys. It was. They sent this dude just because he attended UT Austin. It's like, damn, man. Like, the projection is real. I don't feel rivalry towards that university, but this program, you know, this program likes to project rivalries. They like to show me Superman logos, and they like to call me Batman. They say I'm Batman, and the program or the watch list is Superman. So whenever, like, you know, they're fighting with me, like the watch list, they get me into trouble, or, you know, things like that. They like to be Superman. They project those things, and I'm like, bro, I didn't watch Batman growing up. I didn't watch Superman growing up. I was not a particular fan of either superheroes. I'm not a fan of Batman, and I'm not a fan of Superman. Like, I didn't grow up watching that much, you know. I tried. I gave it a try when I was little. I found it boring, you know. Found those cartoons boring. A lot of you like them. I don't, right? But yeah, guys, when you're on a watch list, you get suppressed. They don't want you putting your story out there. They don't want you talking about it. They don't want you showing people the harassment. Like right now, you see red and white cars. Red, white, 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 white. See, and since right now I can show you a lot, since I'm at an intersection, they're choosing to suppress my views right now. So they don't have anybody in the chat, like zero. Look at my chat, 0. Nobody, right? But whenever they want to delay me, like today, earlier when I was in going to court, they had people chat and ask me questions and comment because they know my court hearing was at 9:30, right? And it was already like 8:30, 8:40 some. So I was cutting it close, right? And I still had to walk up to the courthouse. So whenever they're trying to get me to be late to places, like right now, right? Right now I don't have to be anywhere, right? I don't have to be anywhere. After this live, I'm gonna head to the gym, probably do another live, right? So I can end it whenever I want. I can end the live right now. I can just go back, right? But I just wanted to show you so you can see the white cars, white and red, guys. White. See? And I'm not making this up, man. A lot of your content creators cannot do this because they're not going through it, guys. If you're on the watch list, you're a high value target. You were worth a lot of money. You're worth a lot of money to this community. All these people here, all those whites, guys, all those white cars, they're people getting a free gas tank. They're people part of neighborhood watch. They're people who are off-duty cops. They're people who are married to a cop. They're people who are cousins to cops. See, it's civilian snitches, guys, civilian informants, right? A lot of them are church members. A lot of them think they're doing a great thing and keeping the infrastructure safe from criminals and terrorists, right? Criminals and terrorists, yet most of the people that get placed on a watch list don't even have a criminal record. But, you know, what can you do? See? White. And they suppress my channel, so they usually don't allow people to be in the chat. They usually don't allow people to be in the chat, guys. They don't want me telling my experience or showing my experience for that matter. Because if people see like what I go through daily, right? People will see like, oh, he's not lying. Look, all that white car, right? All those white cars, right? But that's what they do, man. That's what they do. They do that all the time, every day, 24/7. And today at court, like I said, they scheduled me for a mental health evaluation. Do I sound crazy? I don't think so. See, white and red cars, like I've been telling you the entire time. See, white and red. Like I've been telling you the entire time. Red, white and red. Like I've been telling you the entire time. White and red. See, another red one right there. White, red. See? Not making it up, guys. Lost in the Sound says, yes, calling it out doesn't help. Oh, it helps. Because then dummies like you, Lost in the Sound, then dummies like you can get educated on it, right? They like to use dumb people, Lost in the Sound. They like to use dumb people. So yes, calling it out does help. Exposure is what can help bring it down. Exposure. So yes, calling it out does help, Lost in the Sound. Thank you for retracting your message. I'm glad you understand stupidity. And you understand that stupidity needs to be retracted. Thank you. I didn't have to retract it for you. As you know, I can kick you out of the chat whenever I feel like it. You know? So I'm glad you retracted that message. Shows you have some sense, right? Or a coward. Either or, right? Either or. But yeah, calling it out does help. And I will continue to call it out. I'll call it out all the time. You know? All the time. Until I got a phone and until I have internet and I have a platform, I will continue to call it out, you know? I know you don't want me to call it out. I know you don't want me to telling people what's going on. I know that. And that's another reason why perpetrators like you, Lost in the Sound, like us to move from place to place. You want people who are placed on a watch list to leave their town. The reason you want us to leave our town is because the town is sick and tired of harassing you. The town can clearly see that you're not a threat. They're like, we've been following this dummy for 3 years and nothing. Nothing. Why are we still doing this? That's why. Like, you're the stench that lingers around town. That's why you want us to move. That's why perpetrators always tell you, you need to move. You need to go to another place. No, you don't. No, you don't. See, white and red. No, you don't. That's what people want. People like you want that. You all want us to move from place to place, workplace to workplace, so you can start the whole smear campaign all over again. Find new recruits, new people to harass you who don't know you, who think that what they're doing is okay. But if I tell my entire town what they're doing to me, my town can see and will be aware. Oh, have you heard about that guy? Have you heard about Joe? Have you heard that Joe is on a watch list? Yeah, have you heard about Joe from Edinburgh, Texas? Yeah, he's on a watch list. Have you heard about John Doe? Have you heard about John Doe on a watch list in Edinburgh, Texas? Yeah, he's going viral because he keeps getting harassed everywhere he goes. So the whole town will know you and know what they're doing to you and will know your story. And hopefully one day you'll catch media attention and eventually they'll be forced to take you out of it, you know? That's why you guys want us moving from city to city, town to town, state to state. You say that it's going to improve. It doesn't improve. See, white and red. White. See? So I tell people, don't move. It's better to be with the devil you know than the devil you don't. Don't move. If you're being watch listed, don't move. Stay where you are. If you're gonna move to another country and show videos of harassment following you. For some reason, I never get suggested people who show harassment in another country. The people they've suggested to me are fake. But they've never suggested to me people who literally leave to a country and show the same harassment that I'm showing. See, white and red. See, for some reason, they cannot show me this. For some reason, right? For some reason, unbeknownst to me. So I will call it out, girl. I will call it out. As long as I want. I will go down swinging. See, white. I will continue to show it. I know you don't want me to show it because exposure hurts you. What you do it in the dark. And what's in the dark will one day come to light. It might not be me. All it takes is the right person. You know? More Americans to wake up to this. But just like all injustices, they eventually end. All injustices, all of them. Every tyrant has been toppled down. Every single one. Because tyrants are greedy. I'm not going to be the last person who ends up on a watch list. I'm not the first, and I won't be the last. See? People probably already got placed on a watch list this year. Just this year alone. That's more Americans. And since it's fraud, it's tax. You're stealing from taxpayers to human traffic people like me. Since taxpayer money is being stolen to human traffic people like me, the government is going to get greedier and keep adding more people to watch lists. And the more people that get added to watch lists, the worse it's going to be. If you don't believe me about how much they suppress watch lists, just ask Meta AI. Just ask it, or Chat GPT. Ask them about watch listing. Ask them about watch listing, and they'll tell you that they can't discuss sensitive topics like that. See? They're not going to tell you what happens when you're on a watch list. They'll tell you people report increased harassment at airports, but you already knew that. They're not going to tell you, oh, they break into your home. Oh, they sabotage you. Oh, they vandalize your car. Oh, they break into your house. Oh, they get you fired from jobs. Oh, they make you homeless. Oh, they get you mentally evaluated. Oh, they follow you in red and white cars. Oh, they blackball you. Oh, they steal your things. Oh, they steal your food. They won't tell you that. They're not going to discuss what happens on a watch list. See, even AI will withhold that information. AI. See, if AI has an answer to everything, it doesn't have an answer to something as simple as what's a watch list? What happens when you're on a watch list, right? That's why most Americans are ignorant. Most Americans don't know Lost in the Sound. Most Americans are like you. Most Americans are ignorant that this exists. I was one of y'all. Well, no, you're a perp. But I was an ignorant American who didn't know this existed. I also thought watch lists was if you're a terrorist and you couldn't fly. I thought that was it. I didn't know you could get placed on an investigation or a watch list for no reason. No reason whatsoever. I didn't know that. Right? But now I do. Now that I'm on it, I do. And since I'm on it, my due diligence is to let others know what a watch list does to a person. That way, if they're doing it to you, you can get the little information I learned about it, you know, and pass it on and keep accumulating. Maybe you won't solve gang stalking either, but you'll pass valuable knowledge to others who went through it, you know. And slowly but surely, our videos will remain and knowledge will be spread from person to person who has been on a watch list, right? But yeah. So pointing it out does help. Lost in the Sound. Pointing it out does help. It does help. Pointing it out, exposing it, talking about it does help. What you're saying is as stupid as don't talk about your abuse. Just let your abuser continue to abuse you in private. No. You bring your abuser to light so people can witness the abuse they're doing. See, whites. Look at all these whites, guys. Look at all those whites. Look. Remember, it's white and red. See? Red. And red and white right there. See? Red and white. Not making it up, guys. Not making it up. See? Red and white. Red and white. It's a gang stalking combination. But yeah, guys, they want me to be quiet, not talk about it. They don't want me to talk about it in court. They don't want me to go to trial, so I don't talk about it. They want to put me on probation, so they continue to human traffic me and make money off of my pain and suffering. They want to continue to keep me in the U.S. so more people who are uneducated, low socioeconomic status, young and old, dumb, like Lost in the Sound, which I just hid from the channel. They want ignorant people, dumb people, young, old, broke, what I would call vulnerable populations. These populations are vulnerable because their situations force them to to be easily persuaded. See, they're showing me a homeless man to let me know that's gonna be me. And I've been that guy. I've been the guy that's walking with his bag on the side of the road. I've been that guy. The day they got me into a car accident, they made me into that guy, you know. Except I was sweating and I had to walk a long distance with a heavy bag. So, you know, at this point, I mean, I'm not that far from them taking my life, right? Like at this point. But that's the thing. Like, I'm not afraid because we all die, guys. We all have to die one day or another. All of us. You, me, your children, every human being, every living thing dies, right? Even the universe itself supposedly will have an end one day, right? So everybody dies, guys. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. It's just a fact of life. Everything that has a beginning has an end. See, red and white. See, red and white. And right now we had a perpetrator, meaning a citizen informant. Right now, drop a message, says yes, calling it out doesn't help. She said it doesn't help calling it out. Oh, it does help. It does help. There's a reason why they suppress my channel. There's a reason why they make channels like mine not get views. There's a reason why they hide you from the algorithm. There's a reason why real people going through gang stalking do not get suggested to you when you type gang stalking. There's a reason why you won't find my videos unless you type my channel's name. So you won't find my videos unless you type Gangstalking Reality. Otherwise, you're not gonna find my videos. You know, if I get suggested to people, usually it's people who are part of this program. If I get suggested to people, it's usually people who are part of this. So they can ask me stupid questions, or tell me to take my meds, or call me crazy. See, and I don't have to talk much. All I have to do is show you the white and red cars. That's all I gotta do. I just gotta show you the white cars in a row. White. Boom, boom, boom. Right? All I gotta do is show you the red and white. Red, white color combo, right? Red, white. Red, white. White, red, white. Red, white. See? Red, white. That's all I gotta do. I don't gotta talk much. I can show it to you guys. White. It's crazy. So yes, calling it out does help. Because if somebody thinks like, oh, he's not going through it. No. Just watch my live stream. Just watch my live stream. Just watch my live stream. What do you mean I'm not going through it? I am going through it. Just watch my live stream. But I don't know if you guys notice, like, if y'all are familiar with gang stalking, notice how nobody ever has tried. Like, no, not many people go out of the country, and when they do, like, say they go to a little village in fucking like, let's say they go to a little village in Lithuania, they don't even show gang stalking. They show like one random person wearing a red shirt. Like one random person. Just one. I'm like, I wish I only got one. Just one random person. And they think they're trying to tell you, oh, it follows you all the way to Lithuania. It's like, bro, you just showed one dude with a red shirt. Why don't you walk into the village and start showing a lot of people? See, why don't you walk into the village and show us white, red, right? Why don't you walk into the village to show us white and red? No, because it's set up. They'll show you one person, and then they'll tell you, oh, this gang stalking follows you to Montenegro, right? Montenegro, right? It's like, no, bro. Oh, this follows you to Czechoslovakia, whatever, right? Oh, this follows you to the Balkans, whatever. And they'll only show you like one person wearing a red shirt. Like, really, bro? So, yeah, man, a lot of these people are fake, right? But notice how most of these people going through gang stalking never thought about, like, maybe I should go to a different country and find out if it's less or worse. No, you don't find that. You don't find videos like that. These people that supposedly are being gang stalked are freaking stubborn about wanting to stay in the U.S. Why don't you start making videos showing you that you went to Australia? Why don't you start showing us videos that you went to Singapore? Why don't you start making videos showing us that you went to Morocco? Why don't you start showing us videos of that documentation that this follows you everywhere? They don't. Because apparently they're either really stupid and never thought about leaving the country to see if it would follow you, Or they think we're stupid enough to believe them if they show you one random person wearing a red shirt. Right? See, red, white, white. That's more than one person, guys. That's more than one person. White car right there. Boom. White car right there. Boom. See? It's more than one person. And I can do it continually all day, right? Ko Sanchez says, what are they doing to you? They're gang stalking me. They place me on a watch list. I'm watch listed. They harass me in any way you can think of. Get me fired from jobs, steal from me, vandalize my car, vandalize my property, make me homeless, make me destitute. So, see, white. Stacy Dash says, same thing. They doing to you, Ko Sanchez. Nah, Ko Sanchez is a perp, Stacy Dash. He's a perp. He's a perp. I'm not going to go into details about why he's a perp, but his last name, guys, it's part of my harassment. Sanchez, right? So they're trying that with me. And I'm not falling for it, you know? So I didn't entertain his nonsense. So that's what I mean by they send only perps to comment on my chat, which is fine, you know. At least they have something to say, you know. But if you think like you're gonna if you think I'm dumb enough to not notice, nah. As soon as I notice, I'll either kick you out, or if I'm in a really good mood, I allow you to stick, right? Like, if I'm in a good mood, I allow you to stay in the chat. Like, if I'm in a really good mood, like today, I'm not in that much of a good mood, right? But I'm still chilling. That's why I blocked them. So, but usually, if I'm in a good mood, I allow perps to stay, you know? As long as you keep it respectful, it's like, that's fine. You can be a perp and think you're fooling me. You ain't fooling me. You know? But it's whatever. But yeah, like, notice how all of these channels that when you type gang stalking on the YouTube search bar, none of them ever talk about how they went to, you know, how they went to Africa and how it followed them. And here's some proof. Here's the here they're showing me red and white cars, right? Here's some proof, red and white cars. I'm in Africa right now. I'm in Somalia, right? I'm in Somalia. I get white, red and white. No, nobody ever produces that content because they're not going through it, or because it doesn't follow you, or because it's less, or it's because it's different, or it's because they don't have the infrastructure to communicate efficiently like they do here, red and white. They cannot coordinate this great in another country that's poor. That's why they're stopping me from leaving the country. And guess what, guys? If I find out that it's less, I'll swear and continue to make content to tell you guys about how it got better when I left. You get me? But notice how all these big people who have been gang stalked never have any proof of them being in another country. Never have any proof. They might have some banging here and there at their place. That's about it, you know? Look, the sheriff's department right there. Boom. See? But they won't show you like a live stream like I'm doing right now and show you, see, I'm here in Somalia. We got the red and white cars everywhere. Look, a white car right next to me. See, I'm in Somalia. I'm right here in a village. It follows me everywhere. Look, red and white cars. I'm in Somalia. No, you never see any content creator do that. And the ones who do go to other countries and they set up like one person to wear a red shirt and like, see guys, I told you it follows you everywhere. And it's like, really, bro? Really? Why don't you do a live stream or a long video where you're driving across for a long time and showing us that you're getting gang stalked everywhere? No, because you can't. It takes coordination, it takes money, it takes effort. See, red and white. Boom, white. Red, white. See? So all these channels You know, you would think, like, haven't they thought about leaving the country if it's so bad, supposedly? Yet none of them do. None of them try to go to another country. None of them do, ever. So how are you going to tell me that it follows you everywhere? Have you tried going everywhere? There's more than 100 countries in the world. Have you tried going everywhere? So you can't say it follows you everywhere. Right? You can't say that. Have you taken a trip to Antarctica? So you can't tell me that it follows you everywhere, you know? You can't. See? White and red. But all these fake YouTubers, which is 99% of them, guys, never show you that. Yet all of them continually say that it follows you all over the world, everywhere they go. Right? And all you're asking is for receipts. All you're asking is for live streams like I'm giving you all. All you're asking is for proof. Nope. All you hear when you ask them for proof about gang stalking in other countries, all you hear is or a random ambulance, and they say, see, I'm getting gang stalked. They're in a city, guys. They're like in freaking they're in Lebanon in the middle of the city, and then they'll be walking on the sidewalk in the middle of the city, and see, guys, there's the ambulance waiting for me. It's like, what? Like, you live in a city. What do you mean? Like right now, if you saw an ambulance here, guys, well, I'm in a suburban area right now. So if you saw an ambulance here, well, duh. Now, if you saw 10 ambulances pass by, then that's a little fishy. But still, you're not in a village. So that's understandable. It's understandable. But if you're in a village where they don't have any infrastructure or any hospitals and you see ambulances, well, that's strange. So yeah, guys, gang stalking for a reason is not allowing me to leave the country, as they want to put me on, probation, even though I turned it down. So in order to force me into probation, they're going to have me mentally evaluated, right? Court-ordered mental evaluation. So after that, I'll be labeled competent for sure, right? And then after that, they'll raise concerns saying like, well, it's still concerning that you say this or you say that you're on a watch list or an investigation. So we're gonna do probation. And it's like, what? I said I wanted dismissal or prison time. I'm not gonna do probation, because if I get on probation, guys, all they're gonna do is just put like things that I can't do. I cannot keep a job. I can't keep a job, so I can't meet those requirements. And what they want me to do is pay for probation fees, court costs, lawyer fees. They just want to keep me working and not earning money, right? They'll allow me to work because they know that I got to pay court and probation. See, white and red cars. See, boom. Now, the people who supposedly say they're gang stalked, like people who have other channels talking about gang stalking, aka watch listing, aka law enforcement investigations, cannot show you what I can show you. They cannot show you white, red. They can't show you that. They can't. They can't go to Mexico City and show you what I'm showing you. They can't. They'll tell you, I've been to Mexico City and it follows you everywhere. But you're like, all I want to see is some proof, man. Show us some proof. They don't. Stacy Dash says, they told me the same thing. I can't keep a job. Meanwhile, they ain't never had a job. I don't know who told you the same thing, Stacy Dash. I don't know who's they. I don't know who's never had a job. And I don't know the extortion. You can, like, if you could be clear on that, maybe I will address it. But you got to be clear about who you're talking about. So your family told you the same thing. I can't keep a job. So your family has never had a job? Your family has never, like, oh, no. Your family told you that you can't keep a job. See, I cannot keep a job. I can't. And it's not because I'm incompetent, right? It's not because of that. I have a master's degree. I mean, I can keep a job in the sense of like I can work, but I cannot keep a job because I'll get fired. And if I don't get fired, they'll cut my hours. And if they don't cut my hours, they'll tell my patients to cancel. And I get paid per visit. So my family has had a job. So you're saying your family has never had a job. See, they're judging you and they've never even had a job themselves. It's crazy. See, for me, I'm a speech therapist, right? And if I work W-2, a W-2 job means that you get, your hours, your guaranteed hours, like 40 hours, right? 35, 40 hours, right? Guaranteed as a speech therapist. And I live in Texas. And in Texas, a speech therapist earns, on average, like, I want to say, like, on average, guys, like $80,000. On average. Probably more, right? But say you're a new therapist, like $80,000, right? A lot of them have multiple jobs. They work like at a clinic, and then after a clinic, they work home health. So they like to double dip. So in my field, it's not very uncommon to earn $90,000 or above, depending on the setting you're working. If you're working home health, you get paid more. If you're working nursing homes, you get paid more. Clinics, you get paid, a little bit less. Like if you work a pediatric clinic, you get paid like $80,000 a year, more or less, right? More or less. If you work at the schools, you get paid much less. You get paid like 75. You could negotiate 80, but you get paid like on average $75,000 working as a speech therapist for a school district. Then you get out like at 3 p.m. and you go to your next job. You go do home health, or you go work at, I don't know, somewhere else, a clinic, right? Up until like 7 or 8. So now you're making more money. So instead of making $75K, now you just supplemented another $20,000 on top of it, or $10,000, whatever, right? So easily in my field, one can make above $80,000, like easily. It just depends on the choices you make, the places you want to work, the populations you want to work. But easily, like, nobody in my field should be making, unless they're part-time, nobody should be making less than $75,000 a year in Texas. In Texas, at $75,000 or $80,000, you do not face homelessness. You do not face poverty. In Texas, you live quite comfortably at that amount, right? Especially if you're a single person. I've never gotten paid $70,000. Like, even though I've been working for 5 years, I never have. I've never even gotten paid, I believe, not even $50,000. I've never made $50,000. Yet I've made up to 40-some thousand dollars. And guess what, guys? They were already messing with me on this watch list. So they were already affecting my income. So that one time I did make like $45,000. I was living quite well. I paid off my car in 2 years. I paid it off in 2 years. Like, I paid off 2022 Toyota RAV in October 2024. Exactly 2 years. And exactly in 2 years, I paid it off. Exactly in 2 years. So I paid it off, and a couple of days later, they got me into a car accident. So it goes to show, you can't own things. You can't have nice things. Like, if you have a home and you're on a watch list, they'll destroy your home. If you have a car, they'll destroy your car. You can't have nice things. You can't have nice things. It's just mandatory. This watch list, there's certain things you can't have. You cannot have nice things. You cannot have friends. You can, like, say you have a girlfriend or whoever. They know what you're on. Now, you can choose to stay with them and accept it that your family is harassing you. You can choose to accept that your boyfriend or girlfriend is harassing you. You can choose to accept that your best friend is harassing you, right? Because you're a human and you need people to talk to. So you can accept that. You see, red and white, white, red, red, white, right? In a row, guys, in a row. So you can accept it, right? Just understand that everybody, so you can't have relationships, real relationships. You can't have friends and family, like real friends and family. You can have honeypots. You can have fake friendships that get placed into your life by law enforcement. You can have that. But you cannot have real friends, like real organic friends or family. Number two, you cannot have privacy. Even if you lock your house, even if you put security, I believe that's rule number one. You do not have privacy. No privacy at all. You'll never have privacy. They can see through walls. They can see through buildings. They can see through metal. Like, I live in a tool shed, guys, and it's made out of metal. Like sheet metal, right? And they can see through it. So they can see through walls and they can hear you through walls. So privacy is number one. They break into your home every day and they do things. They move things around to let you know they've been there, right? They do things to let you know that they've been there. They do it on purpose. It's their way of letting you know we are here and there's nothing you can do about it. You can call the cops and you're going to sound crazy. And they'll vandalize your stuff. So you cannot have friends, family, or privacy. Those two things you can never have when you're on a watch list, ever. It doesn't matter if you lock your door. It doesn't matter what you do, right? Unless you can split yourself in half and create two of you. If you can create two John Does, one to stay at home and keep an eye on the home, on the interior of the home, which is impossible, then you can't, it doesn't matter if you put blink cameras, ring cameras. It doesn't matter if you put CCTV cameras. You're not going to catch them. You're not. Because if you put CCTV cameras, they can enter and override the DVR, right? They can tamper with it. If they don't tamper with it, they'll disable it. If they don't disable it, they'll delete whatever they did. You'll never catch them. You'll never catch them vandalizing anything. The best way is like if you catch them in the act, like literally there. I did, guys. I did once. My sister. I saw her vandalizing my car. I caught her. And I caught her with a little homemade camera, but I think they risked it because they thought, oh, he's not going to press charges against his sister, which is true. I wasn't going to press charges against my own sister. I'm not, right? It's true. But you do get disappointed and you realize, damn, man, my own sister will vandalize my car. That's crazy, right? So once I expressed that I caught them, they made it a point to steal the USB containing, the memory card containing that information. But I was never planning to bring charges, It's just crazy, man, that they can make your family do this to you. It's crazy. Stacy Dash says, do you think these people have committed sins? Stacy Dash, you're out of here. Stacy Dash, you're out of here. So, like I was saying, if I'm in a good mood, but I'm not in a good mood today. Stacy Dash says, do you think these people have committed sins? Stacy Dash, do I think they fart at night? Stacy Dash, do I think these people are going to heaven? Stacy Dash, do I think these people ate eggs and oatmeal for breakfast? Stacy Dash, do you think these people are bad people? Stacy Dash, do you think these people have ever been to Cancun? Stacy Dash, can you answer for me? Please? Stacy Dash, do you think these people believe in Allah? Or Allah? Stacy Dash, do you think these people are Buddhists? That's how you sound. You sound that stupid, Stacy Dash. It's only a matter of time until a perp like you outs themselves. Like you can only keep up the pleasantries for so long until you get told to ask me stupid questions. Like, see, guys, she harasses me with sins and things like that. They're trying to say that the perps always try this. They try to say that you've done something to deserve this, like that you're sinful or whatever. Whether I'm sinful or not, that's not for you to decide. Maybe a person who's placed on a watch list doesn't believe in God. So maybe a person who's on a watch list is an atheist. What does sins have to do with anything? Right? It doesn't. My channel is not to discuss sins, holiness, occult, paganism. I'm not here to do a Babylonian mystery school in here. So that's why I kicked her out, guys. Like, see how I always have tolerance for these people posting stupid things, man. I always have tolerance. It's like they always out themselves. It's like, I already knew you were a perp. You know, I'll answer your questions until you come out of hiding, and then I, boom, snipe you out. Bye. Boom. You're out of here. Get me? Jim H says, thanks for the quality content and positivity. I enjoy watching your stream while taking my morning dump. Hey, that's good to hear, man. Hopefully you don't get constipated, Jim, because my content does not have positivity at all. I don't talk about the reading rainbow, you know. A reading rainbow, you know. So my content is not positive at all. At all, man. At all. So be careful. Be careful trying to avoid getting constipated, man. So there you got another troll, guys. Got him kicked out. Since he likes to take his morning dump. Had to kick him out, guys. Next thing he's gonna tell me is that his stool had some corn on it or something, you know. But that's the type of crass language, you know, not language, but like explicit imagery that these people put on you, you know. But yeah, guys, I always get trolls like this, and they think that sticks and stones, you know, sticks and stones do hurt, by the way. But you know what they say about words? See, white, red, guys. White, red. More white and red. Look, white and red. Boom. Red, boom. White, boom. See, guys? It's a pattern. Look. Boom. White, red, boom. You're seeing it here live, man. You're seeing it here live. But this is real content, guys. Most of these other content creators talking about gang stalking never show any harassment, never go live and show you how they're being harassed while on a watch list. Look, red and white. Red, white, red, red. See, and the reason that these content creators who talk about gang stalking and don't show it, right? All these people that just do lectures online to speak like, I don't know, like a professor, or who want to give you a crash course on gang stalking, never show harassment, ever. They never, ever show harassment, guys, ever. And I'll tell you why. Because it costs money, right? It costs money to do this, right? So can some of them be placed on it momentarily? Yeah, but it's a process. They can't just do it like out of nowhere. It's a process. So they got to be like an informant or something who works with law enforcement and gets used, you know, as a decoy or something. But if you see any other content creator, they cannot do what I do, man. They can't. They can't. They just can't, guys. They can't show you the white and red cars while being parked, you know. They can't. I can do this all day and night, all day and night. If I wanted to drive from the border here in South Texas to Canada, I could show you gang stalking the entire way there. The entire way there. And you'd be able to witness gang stalking, which is a watch list. But when people tell you that this is worldwide and don't have any videos to prove it except an ambulance waiting for them outside on a sidewalk in Lebanon or on a sidewalk in Germany, right in the middle of Munich, right, in Germany, and they go like, guys, there's the ambulance waiting for me outside. Like, what? So if you get perps like that showing you an ambulance and telling you how gang stalking follows them to Russia, I'm in St. Petersburg, and yeah, the gang stalking here is atrocious. If somebody does that, guys, and they're in St. Petersburg and they show you literally just a freaking ambulance, right? An ambulance, guys, while they're at a park, and they tell you, see, guys, it follows you everywhere. That's not proof of anything, guys. Look, red, white, red, white. Can't make it up, man. Can't make it up. White. Can't make it up. Jenny46 says, hi. How's it going, Jenny? How's it going? Welcome to Gangstalking Reality's channel. But yeah, guys, most people who say it follows you everywhere, they have no subscribers, they don't have any videos, they cannot support their claims, right? I'm out here just sitting. I'm just sitting, guys. I'm literally chilling. I'm here in the cut. I'm just chilling, pointing my phone at the intersection to show you the red and the white cars. Red, white, 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 red, white, white. That's all I'm doing, guys. I'm laying down in the cut with my seat reclined, just showing you what I go through every day, right? And I'm not doing anything. I'm just here chilling. I'm chilling. Doing nothing. Just sitting in the cut, showing you red and white. Red and white. So y'all can see this for yourselves. Red over there. Yes, maroon is red. Red and white. Maroon is their low budget way of getting a citizen to get in on the free tank of gas. Maroon is their way of bringing in Aunt Sally, to get her free shirt, right? Free shirt for her and her 3 kids, right? Maroon is their low budget way of saying, let's bring in this single mom with 6 kids from 7 different baby daddies in on the harassment so she can get free school supplies, right? Yes, guys, 6 kids from 7 different baby daddies. Yes, guys, you heard it here. It's not a mistake. 6 kids from 7 different baby daddies. Red and white, guys. Just here in the cut, reclined, laying back, showing you harassment. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. Just here in the cut. Just here in the cut. Just chilling, showing you harassment, showing you red and white cars. So y'all see it for yourself. Now, if they don't care about showing you red and white cars, right? They don't care, supposedly, right? Yet they they have to suppress my channel. They don't allow my channel to get views, man. They don't even allow me to get much views, right? So the fact that they have to go out of their way so my channel doesn't get suggested to other people and hinder my channel's growth tells you that they care. They care, but they just don't see it as a big enough threat to where it'll go viral and people will start supporting me and people will start, like, you know, coming out in outrage and be like, why are they doing this to him? Let's get the news involved. Nothing like that. They know, like, just let him keep his channel. He'll get tired eventually. I haven't gotten tired, guys. I have not gotten tired. You know, I won't stop until I get my life back, man. Or I'm dead, right? Either or until I can't, you know, upload at all. So, which, by the way, I might not, guys. That might be coming sooner rather than later, actually, because I haven't paid my phone bill because I don't have money to pay for it, right? So I might have my phone disconnected, so I won't have. I'll have to make like videos, but no more live streams, just because I don't, you know, I can't pay my phone bill anymore. I believe it might get disconnected this month, so it's crazy, man. So if you don't see me post anymore, just know that I had a court date. They're ordering me to get mentally evaluated, and whatever happens after that, you know, they're probably gonna give me probation, because that's what I don't want and that's what they want. So I have to stay here in the U.S. for several years. So I might, you know, end up being on probation. And if I can't pay my phone, then I won't have a phone. But you don't see me here asking you all for money, you know? You don't see me doing that. See, the fakes will ask you for money. All the perps, all the fake people will like, please donate to my cat cause. Please donate to my zoo foundation. Please donate. Please buy me a coffee. Here's my PayPal account. Please donate to my Cash App. Bless the Cash App. Yo, baby, yo. You know, people like that will ask for money, right? They'll ask for money. They're not real, guys. I'm real. I'm showing you the real. You'll see these YouTube accounts with gang stalking in big cities, right? Bigger cities. I'm not even in a big city, right? They'll have these people in big cities not even be able to show you what I can show you. It's crazy, man. Crazy. Crazy. They won't even be able to show you this in a big city. Like, they'll be in Dallas and they won't show you this. They'll be in New York, and they won't be able to show you this. See, red and white. Red, boom, red, white. They'll be in Chicago. They won't be able to show you anything close to what I show you. They'll be in Atlanta. They won't be able to show you what I show you. It's crazy, man. I'm in a town that doesn't even, you probably never even heard about it. If I tell you, oh, I'm in McAllen, Texas, y'all probably are like, what? What's that? What's McAllen? What's McAllen? What is that? Right? Exactly. So, yeah, man. I get gang stalked everywhere in the nation, guys. Everywhere. And they're trying to stop me from leaving the country, guys. So don't believe those people who tell you, oh, gang stalking follows you everywhere. Show me videos about it being everywhere and I'll listen. Oh, I just did. I showed you the ambulance waiting outside for me in Munich, in the middle of the city. An ambulance. There was an ambulance there. It's Munich, for God's sake. That's like you telling me you're in New York and there's an ambulance. Duh. 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 See, and those are the people that supposedly tell you that gang stalking does not occur in other countries. It does. I mean, that it does occur in other countries, right? Yet they can't show you something as simple as what I'm showing you. This color pattern: white, red, boom. And like I said, the reason for that really, see, white and red, see, white and red, see that, white and red, boom. I'm outside this establishment, white and red, boom. See that? See, red, red, boom. Red coming up, boom. See? Red and white, boom. Y'all watching it here live, guys. You're all watching it here live, man. Anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna leave, head back, because I do gotta go to the gym. And I don't want to go to the gym at, at midnight. So, I finally fixed my sleep schedule, so your boy's gotta leave. Notice how as soon as I pulled up, they sent this vehicle to try to synchronize right there. See? Boom. So yeah, man, gang stalking, it's probably not the same everywhere. There's got to be some relief, guys. They don't have the technology that we have in the US. Maybe Europe, certain places in Europe do. But, I've been to Europe before. I've been to Dublin, like Ireland, right? Well, not just Dublin, but all of Ireland, right? I've been throughout Ireland, even the northern part, which is Belfast. So I've been around, and, I've been around, and those countries are developed to a certain degree, right? So maybe gang stalking would exist there. But think about places like Mexico and things like that, like in little villages. How are they going to receive these notifications? They're going to have to use the phone, guys. They're going to have to use a cell phone or like a landline, which is much, much slower than whatever these people use. These people, like if you go into a gym, guys, if you go into a mall or a gym, they can synchronize on foot because they have an app. They have your location on an app. They have it on their phone. They get told in real time how to synchronize with you, right? So it's more organized because of it's more look at the license plate, guys. They like using this one whenever they try to get me upset. They use the Super Saiyan, right? Like, I don't know if you guys grew up watching Dragon Ball Z. So Super Saiyan is when this character called Goku gets mad, gets angry, he gets more powerful, right? He goes Super Saiyan, right? I like to say for gang stalking that I go ultra instinct, which is a higher level than Super Saiyan in that cartoon. Ultra instinct is when this, instead of becoming angry, he becomes calm and dodges everything, dodges every attack, every provocation. He dodges everything, right? So I like to say that I went Ultra Instinct instead of Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan is more animalistic, like it's more primitive, it's more primal, it's more like anger. Like, I'm trying to leave the country. I'm not trying to get angry and crash out, I'm trying to leave the country. So you're seeing it here live. So SSJ means Super Saiyan, right? SSJ, Super Saiyan. That's why they use those license plates, SSJ, right? SSJ to mean like we're gonna try to get you upset. Now, I'm planning to go do a short workout, so whatever. Um, whatever, right? But yeah, man, they try to get you into trouble by provoking you, doing things to get you upset. So you crash out in public and they call the cops on you, right? It's usually what they try to do with me, you know. But I'm not falling for that one today, you know. I'm not going for that one. But that's what they did to me in court today, right? They try to get me upset. Like, what do they think I'm gonna tell the judge? Like, be disrespectful and tell her off? No. I mean, you can't tell a judge off. You know, you just can't. It'll be like contempt of court or something. You can speak to her. You can speak to the judge, right? So my judge's name is Letty Lopez, right? So this lady, yeah, she requested a mental health evaluation for me, right? Because I say things like, look, red and white cars, boom. So apparently, if I can prove harassment, you know, through video evidence, it's fake, right? Like, I'm mentally ill, which means she, look, red and white, boom. So yeah, guys, that's what happened, man. That's what happened. Look at this little convoy, guys, that's coming with me. I'm gonna pull over to the side of the road so this little convoy, see, they give them a red light. It's so I can catch up to this little convoy, right? So this little convoy, guys, is in charge of babysitting me, right? Look, it's a little convoy right there. So they synchronize all these people, the traffic lights and everything. That way I always travel being monitored by the floating box, right? It's a FBI maneuver where you're always like in between other cars, right? Like, you're boxed in. That way you always move within a little convoy. Notice how there's nobody here? Notice how that convoy died? See, no convoy. Yet I was trapped in a lot of traffic, guys. Yet I'm going to the rural areas of this town. I'm going to the outskirts. Notice how there won't be traffic. See, they're going to pull me over to a little, another convoy. See, they're trying to pull me over to another convoy, and I'm going to pull over right here. See, because they want me to synchronize with another convoy. Look at this. They want me to synchronize with this little convoy in the back. That's why they give a red light. See? They're trying to get me to travel with this little group. This little convoy. You're seeing their tactics here, guys. I'm explaining it in real time. They want me to travel with that little group of perpetrators. Perpetrator means citizen informants. See, white and red. Boom. Red, boom. White, boom. See? That's what they mean, guys. They always need me to travel in the middle of a little group. So I'm always being monitored, always being babysat. It's almost like, imagine you're under protective custody. Imagine that I'm under like a little bubble. Like, I'm placed in isolation by bodyguards. Even on the road, it's like I have like all this convoy of bodyguards. And these bodyguards of mine are doing nothing but try to get me riled up. So I start thinking that my reality is that little clown show that they show me. Like, their little skits, they're acting. They think that if they keep you in a bubble only full of actors, which is government informants or civilian informants, they think that you're going to believe that that's reality. It's a form of gaslighting. They want to make you think that that is reality. That reality is crazy. That reality is this. That reality is red and white cars. That reality is red and white cars everywhere you go. And it's not. It's only everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, they go with you. Everywhere you go, you move one step forward, they move a step forward with you too. If they're in front of you, they move one step forward. If they're behind you, they move one step forward, to always have you trapped in a little bubble. And this is anywhere. This is in a store. This is at a gym. This is on the road. Anywhere. And they like to tell people lies like, oh, we're just keeping him out of jail. We're trying to keep him out of jail. We're trying to keep him out of jail. That's the most popular one I've heard. That they're trying to keep me out of trouble. They're trying to keep me out of jail. It's almost like a form of a protective custody. That's what they tell people. That they're taking care of you and keeping you out of jail. Right? That's what they do with me. They tell people that it's to protect me, that it's to keep me out of trouble, keep me out of jail. Yet that's quite the opposite. Jail. Or not even put you in jail. They just want to get you caught up on charges so they can own you. They want to get you caught up on charges. Not get sent to jail. They're not trying to put me in jail. They're not trying to send me to prison. If they wanted to send me to prison, they would have already put me in prison. They're not trying to put me in prison. Put me on probation where they can keep on owning for an extended period of time. They're trying to own you, human traffic you, keep you on slavery, like indentured servitude. That's what this is, guys. Make no mistake. But it's almost like I said, it's almost like protective custody, but they're the ones harassing you. They're the ones causing you to, like, try to flip out, try to act aggressive, try to defend yourself, right? They want to agitate you. They want you to get you to break the law and get into trouble by your own decisions. But the decision was never yours if you're being harassed 24/7. If you're being harassed 24/7, you're going to slip up. You're going to slip up. You're being harassed by every server, every cashier, every person at work, every person, everywhere you go, online, on your social media. They tell them to wear red. They'll tell to take pictures wearing red, things like that. And they'll suggest, like, they'll tell them post this, post that, right? They'll tell people to post certain things that pertain to you. So you never get to have peace. Not on ads, not on YouTube, not on social media. They'll tell your Facebook friends or Instagram friends to post certain things and to wear certain colors, to wear certain shirts. They might even give people, like, I don't know, say they'll tell one of your Facebook friends, here, I got you some shoes, and let's take some pictures with your new shoes and post them up online. And those shoes, that color of shoes, or whatever, was meant to harass me. Or that color of shirt that they gifted you was meant to harass me. Or that post with that color was meant to harass me, but you didn't know because your friend is an informant and you didn't even know your friend is an informant, right? So that's how they do it, man. They do it through slander, smear campaigns, and all of a sudden you're off the deep end, man. All of a sudden you're off the deep end. So it's crazy. Look, red, boom, white. It's crazy, man. It's crazy work, guys. Crazy work. Notice how there's no convoy here, yet I was traveling in a big convoy. Y'all saw it right now. I was on a big convoy, yet there's no traffic. Look, watch, there's no traffic, guys. See, no traffic whatsoever. None. No traffic. Yet I was traveling in traffic. How does that make sense, man? How does that make sense? Doesn't. See, white and red. White turning, and then there's one coming up. See? Boom. Yeah, I'm in the middle of nowhere, guys. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Like, I'm in the middle of nowhere. Out of the elementary. See? So they were waiting for me right here. Boom. Pulling out of the elementary, guys. Boom. See, if I were to go to this elementary, they already got the red and the white right there. Red and white. Boom. See? See how I tell you they're everywhere before you're there. They in every neighborhood. As you move, they move. Just like a cloud. Just like a cloud surrounding you. When you move, they move. Just like that. See? Red. Boom. Red. Boom. If I get into this neighborhood, there's going to be... See? When I move, you move. Just like that. When I move, you move. Everywhere, guys. Red, white. Everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. White. Boom. And the purpose is to gaslight you. They want you to believe that they are everywhere. No, they're everywhere around you. So everywhere you go in the U.S., these people, these neighborhood watch, these fraternities, these business watches, these people affiliated with law enforcement, all of these people. And here you have this surveillance man to show you guys that they're gonna mess with the live stream. They're gonna mess with this live stream, meaning that these 81 minutes are not gonna upload, right? They're not gonna upload the 81 minutes. Like right now, the live that I'm doing, guys, y'all better watch it right now. Y'all better watch this live, guys. I'm gonna keep repeating it to you all. You better watch this live to the entirety, because they're not gonna allow it to upload. That's why they had the surveillance van right there synchronized with me. They're trying to tell me, we're not allowing you to upload anything. You're gonna upload only what we allow you to upload. So right now I wasted, what, 81 minutes? But guess what? We're still people here listening, so I didn't gonna allow it to upload because I showed the red and white cars. That's the reason, guys. That's the reason. Because I showed red and white cars, people can refer to it and see it. So they're not gonna allow it to upload. Look, red and white. Boom. White, red. Boom. Synchronizing. Boom. Boom. White coming up. White coming up. See, and my neighbor that always messes with my cats, right? Boom. See, the GMZ. Boom. Red coming up. Boom. Red behind me. Red on my tail. Red on my tail, guys. Red on my tail. And they just had a Chrysler 300, which is another neighbor that always messes with my cats. Look, red coming up. Boom. See, I'm going to take an impromptu turn, like an unexpected turn right here. Unplanned. And let's see if we see white and red cars. This neighborhood totally does not expect me, yet they're going to be here. They're going to be here, guys. Just watch. Red right there. Boom. Red. Boom. White. Boom. White. Boom. White and red. White. Red. Boom. White. 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 White and red. Boom. Boom. White. Boom. White. Boom. Boom. So all of these ones that have the white and the red, like a lot of them are perps, guys. A lot of them are perps. So these people are the people that will follow you around town, guys. These people are the same people who follow you around town, right? Even though I live a little bit further from here, right? They're the people that follow you around the town. They're people who live near you. And they follow you to a lot of places. See? You're going to see it. Red and white. Boom. So every neighborhood gets an alert. Boom. Red, white. The person who's involved in putting me on this, like, owns a Dodge Ram. See? Boom. Red. Boom. White and red. See, white and red. Boom. White coming up. White coming up. Jeep and everything insinuates a fight at the gym. Boom. White. White. Can't make this up, man. Can't make this up. Can't make this up. I told you. I told you they're in every neighborhood. I told you guys. I told you. They're in every single neighborhood. Every single one. Every neighborhood, guys. Every neighborhood gets an alert. Boom. So every neighborhood has this type of person. Every neighborhood has a person who's on this program. Every single person. See, red and white. Boom. And if I go all across the country, they're going to do this same exact setup everywhere I go. Because they'll get notified long before I'm there. See, red and white. Red in front of me. Boom. Red right there. See? Boom. Down syndrome, Jesus says gay. Yeah, man, it's a 21st century, man. I support them. I support that population, man. Let people live, man. Let people be. Let people live. Down syndrome, Jesus says, LOL, you ain't important. Seek medical help. Give me help, man. Give me help. Give me help. Help me, then bit quiet, man. Look, red. Boom. Look, white. Boom. Good for you, Down syndrome, Jesus. Good for you. But yeah, man, it's the 21st century. Gay is okay. You don't get stoned to death for being gay these days, man. We live in America, or at least I do. I don't know where you're from, Down syndrome, Jesus. And, you know, I'm not going to ask you where you're from because I don't even know if you have I don't know if you would be able to tell me where you're from, you know. Just because you say you have Down syndrome, so, you know, there's a short bus right there. I work with populations with Down syndrome as well. I'm a speech therapist, so I work with populations with Down syndrome, and they're great populations. They're beautiful populations. They're great. They're fun to be around, you know. But I don't know, like, what your functionality is. I don't know. You clearly can type. You type gay. I don't know if you were telling me your orientation, or if you were making a comment about the gay community, or it was an insult. I don't know, but